We've seen it with Netflix and Blockbuster, right? Netflix went to Blockbuster. Blockbuster was like, nah, we don't need it. Netflix takes off. Nobody talks about Blockbuster anymore, you know?
Right.
S- So when it comes to AI, I know you mentioned that anything task-based can be automated. Like a lot of what we do is we help automate like just the conversations. Because I was speaking to a lawn care company the other week, and they get 60, 70 leads a month, right? They're not huge. They're spending about 3K a month on ads. But he's like, dude, we're only able to take about 30% of the calls, right? Like they get a lot, but they're only because he's like, we're busy all the time. We don't have time to get back to every lead. And I'm just like, so you're just leaving money on the table, right? And it's the same thing. Like, think about how many missed calls you have per month, right? So a lot of what we do is we put AI in place that's automatically having those conversations with people, automatically qualifying them and booking them in for you so that you and your team can focus on what matters. So where do you see AI evolving in this space, in the construction space, in the home service space over the next, just let's say 2 years? Because I know 10 years, we don't know what could happen in 10 years, but for the next 2 years, where do you see things heading?
I'm not as up on like the call stuff as like what you just explained, although I know it's there and see a lot of stuff. And I've been recommending, and I should probably keep my mouth shut and do it myself, but Go High Level can be customized very
Mm,
detailed, and it's got a lot of those AI tools available for call handling and chat botting and things of that nature. But when I say that anything that is task driven can be,
can you hear me? Are you still there?
can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your picture is frozen. Can you hear me? I'm gonna pause the recording. Two. All right. I think we should be back. I paused it, but we got everything fixed, guys. So I think you were on because I know you mentioned go high level. That's something like, we're experts in, like we use it for like it's crazy what you're able to do if you know what to do, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
crazy. And we
the reason I really like that, obviously outside of the AI stuff, is not only do you have your data bucket for CRM purposes, you can have unlimited landing pages and drip campaigns and all of that, which makes for your marketing in-house.
Yep.
You don't need constant contact. You don't need the agency. You don't need, I mean, and again, that's why I said I think I probably run my mouth a little too much. I should probably become a go high level guy or something, but whatever. But anyway, so I think from that perspective, go high level is great. And but when I say that AI, that you can automate anything that's task driven, if we relate that to some things that I've kind of been dabbling with in the roofing space, um, and having such a solid claim background, working with a lot of attorneys and public adjusters on the building consulting side that I do, imagine having AI run your intake process, and the prospect says, yeah, maybe you got some outbound stuff that says, hey, a storm hit your area 2 days ago. They opt in, yeah, this and that, we'd be interested in seeing you. As soon as they acknowledge that they want to set an appointment, not only does AI put them on your booking calendar, blah blah blah, but you could have a trigger that says, okay, bot. Now this is a little program that runs either
Right.
on the cloud or on the machine. There's ways to do that. And there's a couple different programming languages to do that and people that do it. But where I'm going with this is once that trigger is hit, you could then have the bot go to a weather service like Hail Trace, log in, put that address that somebody just entered in, pull the storm reports for that address, have them uploaded in that person's file so you know whether or not there's a legitimate storm date and whether you should even file a claim. That's one thing that day. And at this point, you haven't even said the first word human human. The AI, because it's task driven, took the incoming or sent out the uh marketing, whatever. Hey, you have a storm.